You know what's terrifying about the internet? Most of it is invisible. The websites you visit, the searches you make, they're just the surface. A tiny fraction. Underneath, there are layers. Networks you can't access with normal browsers. Sites with no names, no addresses, no records. Just encrypted connections. Anonymous servers. Hidden content. And if you know where to look, if you have the right tools, if you're curious enough, you can find things. Things that aren't meant to be found. Things that find you back. My name's Alex, and 2 weeks ago I accessed a streaming site on the dark web. No name, just coordinates, just numbers, just an encrypted feed. I thought I was watching. I thought I was just a viewer, just an observer, just someone browsing. But I was wrong. So wrong. Because the stream wasn't showing me something distant, something recorded, something safe. It was showing me my room, my screen, my face, in real time. I wasn't watching the stream. I was the stream, and I still am. I'm a cybersecurity student. I know my way around networks, around encryption, around anonymity tools. I use Tor. I browse hidden services. I explore. Not for anything illegal, just curiosity. Understanding how these systems work, how people hide, how information flows in the dark. It's academic, professional interest. That's what I told myself. That's what I believed. I'd been browsing a forum, deep web forum, technical discussions, security researchers, privacy advocates. Someone posted coordinates, not web addresses, GPS-style coordinates, latitude, longitude, and a port number. Live feed, updated every 60 seconds, encrypted. Multi-layer authentication required. Access at your own risk. Others in the thread were discussing it, debating what it was. Some said it was a honeypot, law enforcement trap, designed to catch people accessing illegal content. Others said it was an art project, performance piece, social commentary. A few said it was real, something genuine, something you shouldn't access, something dangerous. Not because of what it showed, because of what it did, because of what happened to viewers, to anyone who connected, to anyone who watched. I was intrigued. The technical challenge alone was interesting. Multi-layer authentication. That meant serious encryption, serious security, serious effort to keep people out, or to make them work to get in, to make them prove they wanted access, to make them complicit. I copied the coordinates, the port number, set up my security protocols, VPN, Tor, additional encryption layers, spoofed identifiers, maximum anonymity, maximum protection, I thought. I accessed the coordinates connected to the port, encountered the first authentication layer, a puzzle, mathematical, cryptographic. I solved it. Second layer, more complex, pattern recognition, algorithmic sequencing. I solved it. Third layer, this one was different, personal. It asked questions. Why are you here? What do you want to see? Are you willing to participate? I should have stopped, should have recognized the warning signs, should have understood that sites don't ask these questions, don't care about motivation, don't request participation. But I was curious. I was invested. I'd come this far. I answered, vaguely. Research. Understanding. Observation only. The authentication accepted. The connection established. The stream loaded. The screen was black at first, just darkness. Then, an image resolved. A room. Dimly lit. Single overhead light. Concrete walls. No windows. No decorations. Just space. Empty space. A chair in the center, facing the camera, empty, waiting. And in the corner, a timer, counting down. 59, 58, 57. Counting to what? I watched, waiting. The timer reached 0. The image flickered, changed. A different room, different layout, but similar. Same concrete, same empty chair, Same waiting, same timer, starting over. 60, 59, 58. This was the updated every 60 seconds mentioned in the forum. Not a continuous stream, a slideshow. Different images, different rooms, different locations. All similar, all empty, all waiting. I watched for 5 minutes. Different rooms, always empty, always the same setup. Chair, light, concrete, timer. Nothing happening, nothing interesting, nothing worth the effort to access. I was about to disconnect, about to leave, about to go back to the forum and report it was nothing, just empty rooms, just art project nonsense. But then, the image changed again, and the room wasn't empty. Someone was sitting in the chair. A person. I couldn't see their face. The light was behind them, silhouetting, obscuring, but definitely a person. Sitting. Still. Facing the camera. Facing me. Not moving. Not speaking. Just there. Being shown. Being broadcast. Being watched. The timer counted. The image changed. Different room. Different person. Same position. Same stillness. Same watching. Change. Different room. Different person. Change. 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 Every 60 seconds. A new image. A new person. A new room. All similar. All waiting. All watching. I counted. 10 different people. 10 different locations. Cycling. Repeating. Showing me. What? Who were they? Where were they? Why were they there? What was this? I took screenshots. Tried to identify. Reverse image search. Facial recognition. Location identification. Nothing. The images were too dark. Too obscured. Too encrypted. No metadata. No information. Just the visuals. Just the show. Just the watching. I returned to the forum. Posted my findings. Access the stream. Shows people in rooms. Cycling every 60 seconds. 10 different feeds. Anyone know what this is? Responses came quickly. Most said I should disconnect. Should delete my access logs. Should forget about it. One message stood out. Private message. Anonymous sender. You're already part of it. Check feed 11. Feed 11? There were only 10. I'd counted. I'd watched the cycle. 10 people. 10 rooms. 10. I went back to the stream. Watched. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 different feeds. Cycling. Then 11. The image changed. And I saw my room, my desk, my computer, my screen, showing the stream, showing me watching. I was feed 11. I was being broadcast. I was part of the cycle, part of the stream, part of what others were watching. I jumped up, looked around. Where was the camera? Where was the feed coming from? My webcam was covered, taped over, had been for years. Standard security practice. But the image, it was live, real time, current, showing me standing, looking around, moving. I sat back down. The feed showed me sitting. I waved. The feed showed me waving. 1 second delay, maybe 2, but definitely me. Definitely live. Definitely broadcasting. But from where? From what? I checked my system, running full diagnostics, looking for malware, for remote access, for unauthorized camera activation. Nothing. System clean. Webcam inactive. No suspicious processes. No unusual network activity. Except the stream connection, the encrypted feed, the coordinates. That was the only unusual thing. The only external connection. It was the stream itself. Somehow, accessing my camera, through the connection, through the encryption, through the authentication. I'd given it permission, by answering those questions, by participating, by agreeing to observe. I'd agreed to be observed, had agreed to be part of it, had agreed to broadcast, the terms I'd accepted without reading, the participation I'd confirmed without understanding. I'd volunteered, I'd joined, I'd become feed 11. I disconnected, closed the browser, killed the Tor process, shut down the VPN, severed all connections, encrypted, anonymized, disconnected, safe, done. I waited, breathing hard, watching my screen, watching my room, watching for what? For it to be over, for it to stop, for me to be free. I waited 5 minutes. 10. Nothing. Normal desktop, normal system, normal everything. It was over. I'd disconnected. I'd escaped. I'd gotten out, but that night I couldn't sleep. I kept feeling watched, like cameras were everywhere, like every device was capturing, like every screen was showing. I covered my phone, my tablet, my laptop, all cameras, all microphones, all sensors, all covered, all blocked, all... It didn't help. I still felt it. The watching, the broadcasting, the being seen. I checked the forum. New messages about the stream, about feed 11. People had been watching, had seen me, had captured my feed, had recorded my reaction, my confusion, my fear. They documented it, archived it, shared it. I was out there now, forever, in the cycle, in the archive, in the collection of feeds that the stream had captured. I was permanent, I was documented, I was part of it, forever. More messages came. Private. Anonymous. You're still broadcasting. Feed 11 is still active. We can still see you. No. I was disconnected. I'd severed everything. I'd shut down. I was offline. Except, I wasn't. Not really. Because the next message included a screenshot. Recent. Minutes old. Me. In my room. In my bed. Trying to sleep. Camera covered. Systems off. But still being shown. Still being broadcast. Still being watched. The stream didn't need my permission anymore, didn't need my connection, didn't need my system. It had me now. Had identified me. Had locked onto me. Had made me permanent feed 11. Forever broadcasting. Forever showing. Forever part of the cycle. I moved. To my parents' house. Different location. Different network. Different devices. Surely it would stop. Surely the stream would lose me. Surely I'd be free. But the messages continued. Screenshots continued. Me. In different locations. Different rooms. Different positions. Always being shown. Always being broadcast. Always being watched. The stream had followed me. Had tracked me. Had maintained connection. Through what? Through how? I didn't know. Didn't understand. Couldn't comprehend. How was it capturing me? How was it maintaining the feed? How was it broadcasting without my consent, without my system, without any visible camera? I covered every surface, every angle, every possible lens. Blankets, foil, tape, everything reflective, everything that could capture, everything that could see. But the feeds continued. Different angles, impossible angles. From above, from below, from inside, from angles that couldn't exist, from perspectives that had no source, like the space itself was watching, like reality was the camera, like existence was the broadcast, and I was the subject, the star, the main attraction. Feed 11, the researcher who became the researched, the watcher who became the watched, the observer who became the observed. Other feeds started appearing. Feed 12, feed 13, feed 14. More people, more rooms, more participants. All like me. All who'd accessed the stream. All who'd answered the questions. All who'd agreed to participate. All who'd become part of the cycle. All being shown. All being watched. All being broadcast. We were the content now. We were the show. We were what the stream was streaming. Not to entertain, not to inform, but to... what? To collect, to document, to archive, to preserve. Human moments, human lives, human existence. All being captured, all being shown, all being shared. With who? With what? With the others watching the stream? Or with something else? Something that existed in the encrypted layers? In the hidden networks? In the dark web itself? Something that fed on observation? On documentation? On the constant recording of human life? I tried to warn others, posted on the forum. Don't access the stream. Don't answer the questions. Don't participate. You'll become part of it. You'll be feed X. You'll broadcast forever. But my posts were deleted. My account banned. My warnings erased. The stream didn't want warnings, didn't want disclosure, didn't want people to know. It wanted volunteers, wanted curious people, wanted researchers and explorers and people who thought they were just watching. People like me. People who thought they were safe. People who thought they were anonymous. People who thought they understood security. People who thought they could observe without being observed. People who were wrong. I can't leave my room now, can't go outside, can't interact. Because everywhere I go, I'm being shown. Everyone I meet might be watching, might have seen feed 11, might recognize me, might know that I'm part of it, that I'm being broadcast, that I'm the show. I stay inside, covered, hidden, but it doesn't matter. The feeds continue. The broadcasts persist. The watching never stops. I'm feed 11. Forever. Until what? Until the stream ends? Until the site goes down? Until the servers shut off? Or until I end? Until I'm no longer interesting? Until I'm replaced? Until a new feed 11 takes my place and I'm archived, stored, preserved, in whatever database holds all the captured feeds, all the documented lives, all the eternal broadcasts. Sometimes I think about accessing the stream again, watching the other feeds, seeing who else is trapped, who else is broadcasting, who else is feed X. But I'm afraid of what I'll see, afraid I'll recognize people, afraid I'll see friends, family, people I know, people who got curious, people who accessed, people who participated, people who are now permanent, people who are now content, people who are now the stream. And I'm afraid that if I access again, I'll see something worse. I'll see that there aren't 10 feeds anymore, or 20, or 100. I'll see that there are thousands, millions, that everyone who's ever accessed the dark web, everyone who's ever used Tor, everyone who's ever sought privacy, they're all being broadcast, all being shown, all being watched, all being documented, by the stream that never ends, by the site that has no name, by the encrypted feed that captures everyone, that shows everyone, that makes everyone part of the eternal observation, the permanent broadcast, the infinite stream. If you're disturbed by more stories from people who've discovered that seeking privacy online led them to become permanently public, make sure to subscribe to Campfire Nightmares. And I'm terrified to ask, but I need to know. Have you ever felt watched through your devices even when cameras are covered? Have you found images of yourself online that you didn't take? Have you accessed encrypted sites or hidden services and felt like something changed afterward? Share what happened in the comments, because I think feed 11 isn't unique. I think there are others. Feed 12, feed 47, feed 203, feed 1847. All of us. All broadcasting. All being shown. All trapped in the eternal stream. And maybe you're already part of it. Maybe you're already a feed. Maybe when you access this story, when you read these words, when you engaged with this content, you answered the questions. You agreed to participate. You became the next number, the next feed, the next broadcast, forever showing, forever watching, forever part of the stream that never stops, never ends, never releases, just captures, just shows, just watches. Everyone, everything, always. Feed X. That's you. That's all of us. That's what we become. When we try to see what we shouldn't, when we access what we shouldn't, when we watch what we shouldn't, we become what shouldn't be seen, but is, forever, in the stream, in the broadcast, in the eternal feed. That captures everything, shows everyone, watches always, from every angle, every device, every surface, every moment, forever documented, forever shared, forever watched, by the stream, by the viewers, by whatever exists in the encrypted darkness collecting us all, one feed at a time forever.